This is a special presentation on First Up, the IPL Bazaar. The players' auctions for the 8th edition of the Indian Premier League are presently underway in Bengaluru, and it's Delhi Daredevils who have made the big signings of the day. The biggest of them all is none other than Yuvraj Singh. The southpaw was bought by Delhi for a whopping 16 crore rupees. Yuvraj Singh was the most expensive player. That's on your screen right now. Delhi has bought Warrior Prince. His base price, remember, was 2 crore rupees. He has been sold to Delhi Daredevils, who have decided that it's an all-out war for them. They have to go for the jugular this time around. He has been sold for 16 crore rupees at this moment. Among other big ticket players is Angelo Matthews from Sri Lanka. He has also been picked up by Delhi Daredevils. Base price of 1.5 crore rupees, sold for 7.5 crore rupees. Let's take a look at the other big buy as far as IPL is concerned. It's Murli Vijay, I'm being told. No, it's Dinesh Karthik. Karthik goes under the hammer. His base price was 2 crore rupees. He is from the India kitty. He has been sold for 10.5 crore rupees. A lot of money riding. It's raining moolah as far as the IPL is concerned. Let's take a look at who's the next player at this moment. Murli Vijay. Punjab has bought Murli Vijay. His base price was 50 lakh rupees. He has been sold for 3 crore rupees in the IPL auction. Remember, the IPL auctioning process is still presently underway. More players are in just a short moment. We'll be joined in by Himanshu Singhal, who will be getting us or will be telling us all the latest as far as this auctioneering process is concerned. Boria Majumdar, our consulting editor sports, is on the phone line from Australia. Boria, you're in Australia for the World Cup. Look at the sort of money, the moolah that is raining at this moment in the IPL.
Sanket, I'm stunned. I'm actually stunned that Delhi Daredevils decides to invest 16 crores on Yuvraj Singh, somebody who's not even part of the Indian team, who has not had the best of IPLs, not had the best of seasons at all. Two players for 24 crores between Angelo Matthews and Yuvraj Singh. What is the economics? What is the consideration to invest this kind of money? 24 crores for two players is huge money, serious money. Must be there's some consideration, and Delhi has someone like a Gary Kirsten. So there must be some logic which we are unable to understand. But Dinesh Karthik for 10.5 crores or Yuvraj Singh for 16 crores and Angelo Matthews for 7.5, I can still understand. But Yuvraj and Dinesh Karthik, between them fetching 26 crores, frankly, I don't understand this kind of money. I mean, there will be serious talk about this in Australia. I've got no doubt about it. Yuvraj not part of the World Cup team, but getting 16 crores, got 14 crores last year. So, you must know something that we don't know as fans or analysts, because he's not set the IPL on fire. Yes, recently he's had a good Ranji Trophy season, but in 2020 cricket, he was not the best when India played the T20 World Cup last year. So there must be some logic that Delhi Daredevils have, which we are unable to understand.
Desperate for a win, unless Delhi Daredevils is desperate for a win, and Himanshu is with me in the studio at this moment. Himanshu, unless Delhi Daredevils is desperate for a win in the IPL, because they haven't won any of those seasons in the past 8 years, there is no way, no logic that can explain this much amount of money. I mean, look at this person on the screen right now. Of course, Punjab has bought Murli Vijay. Let's pull up that graphics on Yuvraj Singh. We'll try firing that graphics at this moment. There you are. Himanshu, what do you make of this?
I think, very honestly, it reflects their desperation, quite honestly, because they let go almost half their team the last season, and they were in dire straits right now. They really wanted some players. Interestingly, they had only 4 overseas players as we moved into this auction, and 11 was the total number of players that they had. So quite honestly, the maximum that you can have as overseas players is 9. And 27 as the total number of players. So quite clearly, Delhi was short of firepower, and they desperately needed a big player, perhaps as a captain.
What would they expect? What would Delhi Daredevils expect from Yuvraj Singh? What sort of a role will he be in?
I think he could not only be a batsman, an all-rounder, a captain, but also a mentor to a lot of these other young players who will be playing for Delhi Daredevils this time. Because as I said earlier, they allowed a lot of their team members to leave last time, and they were really short on firepower. So quite clearly, Yuvraj Singh would provide them with the ammunition that they would really need this time in 2015, because the tournament is about to kick off in about a month's time. So quite clearly, they need to get a really big player who can not only be a captain, a mentor as well. So quite clearly, they see someone like that in Yuvraj Singh.
Let's see if we have Boria still on the phone line. Boria, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there, Sanket. I'm there.
Okay. Boria, I know for a fact that you know Yuvraj Singh as well as his family really well. Just take us through what really will be their reaction to this particular news. Number one, were they expecting? And number two, will Yuvraj Singh deliver? Is he in the best of form?
I know the family well and I wish them all the best. I mean, this is a windfall. I mean, many congratulations to Yuvraj and his family. I mean, you know, make no mistake, he should be delighted. He will be. There's no doubt about it. Whether this is justified, whether this is valid, whether this is correct or proper, I have my reservations. I was hearing Himanshu say, captain, all-rounder. This is not the Yuvraj Singh of 2007 who would win you T20 matches, you know, like the back of his palm. I mean, at will. He was the best player in the World 2020, but if you see his performance in the World 2020 last year, it was poor. And he got dropped from the Indian T20 team, so he doesn't even make your national team. You know, he's got fetching you for 16 crores. Is he a mentor? From what I've seen of Yuvraj in the past, he will want to demonstrate that he's still able and a capable person to sort of come back into the Indian team. So captaincy, I don't think
so
Yuvraj has had the best record in the past.
Boria, in effect, what you are saying, and I'll ask Himanshu also this question. In effect, you are saying that's a lot of money to put on an out-of-form player.
Absolutely.
In effect, what I'm saying, Sanket, is this is a big gamble. I think Delhi Daredevils has taken the biggest gamble of their IPL career, I mean, the last 5 years, 6 years so far, by investing this level of money in Yuvraj and 7.5 crores in Angelo. Angelo and Yuvraj, 24 crores means they are left with very little money for the rest of the team. I think this is a bit of a maverick call. This is a gamble, a huge gamble.
Absolutely, this is
Whether
a huge
it pays
gamble.
off or not, I don't know.
It's a massive gamble. Himanshu, what do you make of this gamble? I mean, between Angelo and Yuvraj Singh, they have taken their two marquee players. This is what Delhi Daredevils has decided. Would that then mean that the other team is just going to be a riffraff?
Seems like that, exactly. As I said, it shows a sign of desperation on Delhi's part because quite clearly, like I said, they did not have too many players and they really wanted to have somebody. But Yuvraj Singh, it's definitely a gamble like Boria rightly described it. So quite clearly, I think Yuvraj, Angelo Matthews, they really wanted, what they really needed was someone really big in terms of runs, someone who's had a lot of runs and was in prime form, someone even bigger than that. But 16 crore rupees on Yuvraj Singh.
Okay, let's
really
fire that second graphic plate of Delhi's next big purchase of Mr. Angelo Matthews. Let's see if we have that graphic plate on air. There you have it. What do you make of this?
Oh, well, 7.5 crore rupees. Well, again, reflects, you know, an intention from Delhi's perspective to get as many players as possible. Some of them could be quality players, some of them not really that big in terms of reputation as well as the abilities. But again, 7.5 crore rupees, I guess a bit too much. It could have been lesser than that for sure.
Okay. Boria, what do you make of 7.5 crores for a player who had a base price of 1.5 crores, Angelo Matthews? Is that a good buy for Delhi or is this, impractical shopping?
16 crores for Yuvraj Sanket and 10.5 for Dinesh Karthik, then yes. Angelo Matthews is a quality all-rounder and is in good form. Unlike Dinesh Karthik and Yuvraj Singh, who are not even part of the Indian national team, Angelo Matthews is a permanent fixture of the Sri Lankan team, is in top quality form, and you can expect his full service during the season. So if I keep that in mind, then yes, 7.5 crores is a decent enough buy. But if you take it in isolation, not compare it with Yuvraj Singh and Dinesh Karthik, then it's a huge amount of money to pay for Angelo Matthews. Is he capable of winning you matches single-handedly? Perhaps 2 in 10.
Okay.
Now, 2 in 10, does that justify that kind of money? Between Yuvraj Singh and Angelo Matthews, I think it's a maverick call. It's a huge gamble that Delhi is taking. Yuvraj Singh might give them extra, like not on the field of play, but in terms of sponsorship, in terms of fan appeal, in terms of other factors that, will sort of compensate for this kind of money spent. That is a real consideration when it comes to the IPL, to increase your fan base and stuff like that. Otherwise, 16 crores for me, for Yuvraj Singh, is just mind-blowing. I mean, I can't come to terms with that kind of money.
Absolutely. Boria can't come to terms with that sort of money. In fact, Himanshu, we have Nikhil Chopra also on the phone line. Let's quickly go across to him. Nikhil, what do you make of this amount?
Well, at least I'm
Do you wish you were Yuvraj Singh?
No, I wish I was playing again, Sanket, to be very honest. But hey, for Yuvraj Singh, I'm very, very happy. But it just goes to show the desperation for the Delhi side. In the last 3 say the auctions that we've seen, or the last auction, somehow they've been getting their whole composition or whatever the think tank is they've been getting it horribly wrong. You know, they built a team last time around, and then they released a number of players. They just didn't have enough match winners. And of course, with Yuvraj in the last season or the current season for Ranji Trophy, he's been amongst runs. He's a match winner. So they needed somebody out there in the middle to go out there and get Delhi, probably or hopefully back in the winning ways. That's why he's been given that kind of money.
Okay, we have Rasesh Mandani also. Himanshu, you have a question for Rasesh. He's there in Bengaluru, where all of this is happening.
Well, Rasesh, what do you make? What do you make of Delhi Daredevils' decision to have Yuvraj? Any reactions that you've been able to get from anyone there at the ground?
Well, we'll get soon, Himanshu. But, you know, we have to put things in context. You know, IPL auction, the prices that players go for are not always about the ability that they have, the package that they deliver for the franchisees. There's always a story of a particular auction. And the story of this auction was
Rasesh, I'll have to stop you there because Yuvraj Singh's father is speaking at this moment. Let's quickly listen. Okay, Yuvraj Singh's father is on the phone line with us. Mr. Singh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Mr. Singh, what do you make of this amount?
For me, it is not the money and glory which matters. For me, it is the dignity of the human being and his value which matters. I think this is the biggest answer to those people who think Yuvraj Singh is not good enough to play for the country. And it's a big slap on the face of certain people who think that they can individually destroy his career. This boy I'm very proud of, and I'm very proud that in this life he's my son and I am his father. It's not the auction, it's not the money, it's not the glory. It's the dignity which matters, and I'm so proud of him. And the day he walks back into the Indian side, there will be a lot of questions which has to be answered by a lot of people. And I'm so happy, and that's the way to fight back, because a cricketer who is valued by the entire world and the entire people is not good enough to play for the country. That's the big thing which has happened. I'm so happy about that. And I think the captain of the Indian side should today feel pretty ashamed that what he has done to him on personal level.
So what sort of a role do you think Delhi Daredevils will attach with Yuvraj Singh now that they've bought him for such a huge amount?
It's a very strange thing that after 15 years playing international cricket, winning a lot of games for the country, a man with having cancer, fighting hard for the World Cup and for the country, and people are going to ask me this question today, what role he's going to have for the team, sir? I think you people should be very careful when you talk about Yuvraj Singh, because he's one of those players who are rarely born in this world. So I think whatever he has to do, I'll be very happy if he wins once the IPL for Delhi and show the people that what he's made of. That's what should matter. And I'm very proud that the way he's going to come back. Yesterday we had a phone call, talk both father and son. I said, son, you don't have to leave it for the last time in life for me. Just come back because I want to answer you people. That's it.
Okay, Mr. Yuvraj Singh, appreciate you joining us at this moment. Of course, two ways to sum up, Himanshu, what is actually happening in Bengaluru. Number one, franchisees are taking maverick calls, as Boria mentioned. And secondly, let's conclude that it's raining moolah in Bengaluru.